Hi everyone, Nicolette here, and I'm back telling you my story and how it is that I have yet to break my virginity, I guess. I don't know if I should even say that. It seems so, I don't know, provocative. I don't know. Anyway, so this is my story as a 39-year-old virgin and how it is I was able to maintain my virginity all these years and why. Well, the last time I came on, and it's been about a year, I was 38, right? Obviously. And I am still maintaining as I have all these years. And I am in a relationship from last year. I spoke about it was my very first relationship, and that relationship has been maintained. But I wanted to continue vlogging about my story, especially after this year, just talking about why it is that I have uh, ask God to continue to help me and guide me in this journey. He has helped me before throughout my years, and He has continued to do so until now. I will reveal way later who my boyfriend is, how I met him, but I just want to talk about the journey itself currently. So, today, the conversation that I want to have is about generational curses. So, one of the reasons I had decided to maintain my virginity is because I was born out of wedlock. And the experience that I had being a child out of wedlock was not a great one. It has been very tumultuous for me growing up as a child whose stepmom was not very kind all the time, and she also had her challenges, and I'm not blaming her or condemning her or want anyone to think ill of her, because you can't give what you don't have, and that there was so much that she didn't have. But being that my mom wasn't around, my mom did not marry my dad, and just the trauma that comes with that experience, I decided, through the guidance of my aunt, who always told me that I needed to break the cycle, break the generational curses. And I decided that that's what I wanted to do. I did not want to have a child who was going to suffer the way that I did. And like, when you think about, suffering, you've heard the stories about, having stepmoms that, could be abusive. My stepmom was more verbally abusive and emotionally than physically. And even then, I shouldn't really say she was too verbally abusive, because compared to what others have gone through, my situation was not the same, it was not as bad. And even compared to my older sister, mine was not as bad, because I was a talker and I fought back with my words as best as I could, and I would tell if she did anything, whereas my sister was more of a shy girl and she wouldn't say anything, so she got much of the heat from her anger and lashing out and wrath or whatever. But yeah, the reason I chose to remain a virgin is because my aunt said to me, your mom had you out of wedlock, and you need to break that cycle. You need to be able to keep yourself, maintain your space as a young lady, and do not allow any young man to come into your life and take your virginity, get you pregnant, and now you have a child that you have to raise the same way that your mom did, and that child ends up with a stepmom who's going to abuse them, or maybe not, who knows, but it doesn't matter. That's just one of the reasons why I decided to maintain my virginity. And so, because my aunt had those conversations with me ever since I was like, I think when I hit puberty. To be honest, I really don't remember when she started the conversations, but I remember I was really young, and I remember it used to make me super embarrassed, and I would blush and feel just so ashamed, because I didn't really want to talk about people having sex and giving birth to children. But I only imagine that it would be after I hit puberty, because then I think that's when she would imagine I would have a better understanding of what sexual intercourse and hormones raging, and boys and girls getting together, falling in love. I'm assuming it was around that age. So again, that is one of the reasons why I decided to maintain my virginity. So for those of you who have the inclination, the desire, the propensity, the gene for whatever, you have to be reminded that that trait is within you. And you have to make the decision, the distinct decision that you're going to break that cycle. You are going to do differently than was done previously. There was a pastor that once said that every child is tempted with the same sins of their fathers or mothers, and it is up to that child to fight it and break the cycle by winning over whatever that temptation is. And when they don't, that same temptation is going to be visited upon their children and their children's children until someone decides to stand up and break the cycle, stand up and fight the temptation and decide not to commit that sin. So I decided for myself that I would not have a child out of wedlock. I will keep my virginity. So every year of my birthday, I made it a thing where I literally will get on my knees and praise God for keeping me alive, but also maintaining my virginity. And so it has been 39 years that I have prayed that prayer, and I have thanked God because it was not of my own doing. I always give God praise for all that He allows me to do in life, including maintaining my virginity. It is not because I'm broken, and you will hear me say this all the time. I have feelings. I know about men. I have crushes. I watch about, I'm a nurse practitioner, so I know how to have sex. I know what happens when you have sex. I have, certain sensation and feelings when I see movies and people kissing and all this stuff. So I know all about those feelings, but I do keep them under wraps. I do not put myself in the position to excite those feelings or bring them about. I make sure that I take myself away from any kind of temptation that might bring those feelings on. And hence why I didn't have a boyfriend all these years, because I couldn't find the right one that I would know I will marry in order to have intercourse the night of marriage, right? And so, but again, going back to the reason why I'm still a virgin, I wanted to break generational curses and to break the cycle that my mom started, and maybe even her mom started, having a child out of wedlock. So that is one of the reasons why I was able to do it. But basically, truly, it's because my aunt had that conversation with me when I was little. So for those of you who are not able to break certain curses, it's possibly because you're not even aware that whatever it is that you're being tempted with is a problem, is an issue that has been faced in past family members, your own parents. They don't talk to you. You don't have that conversation to know where are these feelings coming from, these sensations, these desires, these temptations coming from. But luckily, my aunt sat me down very young to express to me that I had to do differently from what my mom did, and that really helped me. And thankfully, I listened. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you. I will be sharing a lot more reasons why I am the way that I am, the Christianity that I uphold. I am Seventh-day Adventist. I love being Seventh-day Adventist. And I do these vlogs because I want to see more ladies like myself. I want to encourage young men, young women, older women, children, even if they're listening, that they can be whatever they choose to be in their Christian faith, and they can continue and maintain and pursue God in the way that might not be popular, but is quite possible. Okay, so if you have any generational curses that you have been plagued with, or your family has been plagued with, know that you can end it. You can break the cycle. Blessings. Love you all. Bye.